I guess I could start calling these like the driving chronicles if I wanted to. I don't think I'm going to be talking very much because there's a cop right up here. Yeah, sitting here trying to catch people doing nothing. So, like 45 seconds of me barely talking because police. I love how police are supposed to be there, you know, to protect and serve, and like, when all they do is make people feel like shit even being around them, because everybody doesn't feel safer. Well, most people don't feel safe around cops. Like, most people have like a lot of anxiety around cops, and they feel like, you know, what are they gonna do and shit. Like, I grew up, like, it's so funny, like, where I'm from, like, now, because it's so, a lot of conservative people, like, a lot of people were like, oh, you should be anti-cop and all that stuff. And I'm like, motherfuckers, like, cops were killing, like, miners and stuff, and cops where we're from have always been on the side of the mine owners and shit like that. Like, part of, like, legitimately research your history, the police were part of, like, massacres and shit like that when it came to, like, helping miners against, like, strikes and stuff like that. Police have always been anti-union, even though they, like, got this, like, such a secure union that they have to have where they can get away with murder and fuck, but they're so anti any other union. They bust up unions like crazy, and they're always business, like, pro-business, so it's such fucking bullshit. But I love how people are like, oh, Brian, you shouldn't be anti-cop. And I'm like, really? We're all grew up poor, fucking poor, and like, you just, because it's a political issue, it's like, people of color, you're fucking like, and it just frustrates me, because it's, like, a lot of racism and a lot of prejudice, it's so illogical, like, through and through, and it's like, whenever people talk about conservative people, and they're always like, well, maybe if something happens to one of their families, maybe it'll be broad enough to affect people, like COVID, like, no, they don't care. Like, I've said it over and over again, Republicans don't care what else happens to them or their own families. They just care that their leaders, like, fucking, like, are anti-gay and anti-person of color and anti-foreign and like, and I don't mean foreign people, I mean, like, foreign travel, foreign anything, foreign history, foreign learning about other cultures. And not to count how racist they are for people from other countries or xenophobic. They're like, we shouldn't have so many words for prejudices, but we do, because as a species, human beings are a piece of shit, and it's really bad. But, like, oh, I got on, like, a little cop rant there, I guess, but yeah. So welcome anybody that's been following me for a while and jumped on here, not knowing that I rant like this sometimes too. And these little driving videos will probably have more of that type stuff in them. And I'm not going, even if I record like 2 in a day or whatever, I'm not going to post 2 in a day, so who knows what day I actually, like, unless it's something specific I want to talk about or something like that, I'm not really going, I don't want, like, my feed be nothing but me ranting about shit or whatever, but it's liable to be nothing but me ranting about shit or another, because that's, like, one thing about me, like, doing these in the car is now I can't listen to music while I'm doing it, because, yeah, my phone's how I listen to music. Like, I have actually a CD player. It works in my piece of shit car, but if I run a CD player, the battery gets lower, and it's like, my car can't do but a couple of things at once. Like the dash lights, if you turn the headlights on, the dash lights turn off, and vice versa, of course. But, like, it can't handle much things at once. And when you turn on the radio or try to use the CD player, it really bogs down. You can feel like, because the alternator's bad in this car to begin with, like, and like last time I got my oil changed, people pissed me off at the garage because they were all like, you should just like buy all this stuff that you need for his car. And I was like, we only paid like $65 for his fucking car. I'm not buying all this shit. Like, I'll add fluids and shit like that to it and all that, but I'm maybe buy a tire if I need a tire or something like that. But so I said, no, fuck that. That's not happening. What the fuck kind of logic is that? Buy another junker. That'll work out better. Don't you think? Yeah.